What's up, YouTubers? This is the Animation at 27 back with you with another video. And today I'll be talking about the next decade in this decade look back, the 2010s. I know we're technically still in the 2010s, but I wanted to talk about the 2010s because it's my second favorite decade after the 2000s and stuff. Plus, we're almost out of the 2010s anyway, with 2019 being the final year of this decade. So, yeah. Anyway, let's talk about the 2010s. Now, there have been some really good movies and TV shows from the 2010s. We've had shows like Regular Show, My Little Pony Friendship is Magic, Adventure Time, Gumball, Tangled the Series, Steven Universe, Big Hero 6 the Series, Big City Greens, Uncle Grandpa, Clarence, We Bear Bears, Raven's Home, Andy Mac, Girl Meets World, Good Luck Charlie, and of course the movies we've had Infinity War, Endgame, Black Panther, the other two Avengers movies, like the first one and the second one, the Captain America movies, the Spider-Man Homecoming and Far From Home, the Peanuts movie, Sponge Out of Water, the Angry Birds movie, and the Angry Birds movie 2, but we have to see how that turns out, the 2018 Grinch, the MLP movie, the Teen Titans Go movie, and there have been some good short films as well, and some good TV specials as well. By the way, when I meant MLP movie, I meant the My Little Pony Friendship is Magic movie, just to clarify that. But the 2010s isn't perfect. I mean, there's a lot of stuff from the 2010s that I've hated. Like, a lot of TV shows and movies that I've hated came out in this decade. Like Teen Titans Go, the Ben 10 reboot, the Powerpuff Girls 2016 are shows that I really freaking hate. And as for movies, well, we've had Strange Magic, Norm of the North, and of course, Food Fight. But the worst of them all has to be the Emoji Movie. I have to say this: of all the movies ever, of all the animated films in the world, the Emoji Movie to me is the worst film I've ever seen in my life. I am sorry, I fucking hate the Emoji Movie. It fucking sucks, dude. Do not watch it. Don't show your kids it. It sucks, dude. If you want to show your kids it, that's fine, but it's one of the worst films you'll ever see. The characters are just god-awful and very mean-spirited and stuff, and it's just terrible, man. I remember I saw it for the first time last year, which was like 1 year after the film came out, which the film came out in 2017, but I saw it 1 year later in 2018, and by God, did I hated it. It sucked, man. It freaking sucked. When it ended, I was happy. I was like, God damn. Thankfully, I'm never seeing it again. Never. But it sucks. There were other bad films. And yeah, Teen Titans Go is one of the worst shows ever. Like, the Cartoon Network reboots like Powerpuff Girls, Ben 10, and Teen Titans Go suck, man. The original Ben 10, the original Powerpuff Girls, and the original Teen Titans were amazing. They were really good shows. The reboots, although the Teen Titans Go movie was really good, I will admit the Teen Titans Go movie was probably the only good thing that Teen Titans Go has ever done. So I give them a pass because the movie was really good. But anyway, the 2010s has had its fair share of controversy, from school shootings to our president to stuff with our president and stuff. A lot of famous people have passed away in this time period, like Gene Wilder, Steven Hillenburg, the creator of SpongeBob, Stan Lee, James Avery, aka Uncle Phil, the lady that played Maria and Everybody Loves Raymond, Stephen Hawking, the guy that played Robbie Ryan in Lazy Town, and stuff, and many more. There have been a lot of famous people that have passed away. Even some non-celebrities, like even other people like George H.W. Bush and Barbara Bush. Yeah, we've had a lot of famous people passed away in this decade. And of course, there's the whole sexual harassment where a lot of famous people like John Lasseter, John Lasseter, Kevin Spacey, Azusa Zari, and of course Harvey Weinstein and Bill Cosby have all been accused of sexual harassment that they did decades before they were announced. So yeah, a lot of interesting stuff has happened in the 2010s. A lot of very controversial stuff and stuff. But overall, it's been a good decade. There have been some good movies and TV shows. Some of them have been my favorites. Like, if you saw my top 20 favorite movies list, you saw that I put the Angry Birds movie, the 2018 Grinch, the Peanuts movie, and Sponge Out of Water on my list. They're probably my favorite films from the 2010s era. They're the ones I've had the most fond memories of, and I can't wait for their 10th anniversaries in the next decade. But yeah, the 2010s is a really good decade. Not as good as the 2000s, but it's a good decade. There have been some good movies and TV shows and stuff. Although a lot of animation channels like Nick and Cartoon Network haven't been doing so well and stuff, but there have been some good stuff. Walt Disney Animation Studios has been doing very well in this decade. You gotta remember, back in the 2000s, they were not doing well, but after Princess and the Frog, they've been pretty much in a revival era, where pretty much a lot of their movies like Tangled, Frozen, Big Hero 6, Wreck-It Ralph, Zootopia, Moana have been very big hits, and they had other successful films like the 2011 Winnie the Pooh movie, which I think didn't really do well, but I don't know. And of course the sequels to Frozen and Wreck-It Ralph, Ralph Breaks the Internet, and Frozen 2 and stuff. So yeah, the 2010s have been good for Disney, and it's also been alright for Pixar. I mean, they've been mostly doing sequels. Now, a lot of these movies aren't that good. I mean, Cars 2 I consider to be the worst Pixar movie ever, but Toy Story 3 was a very good movie, and it felt more like a finale. Though I did love Toy Story 4, though. It was a good movie. And, of course, there was Incredibles 2, Finding Dory, and Cars 3, which were all really good sequels, but we still had Inside Out and Coco, which were very emotional. We also had The Good Dinosaur, which I loved, and Brave, which I loved. So they've been doing well. But I feel bad for DreamWorks, though. With the exception of the Kung Fu Panda and How to Train Your Dragon movies, they haven't been doing well in the 2010s. Yeah, they had like Trolls and Boss Baby, and I thought Trolls was alright. It's not one of the best movies, but it's alright. It's an alright film. Although I haven't seen the Boss Baby, but from looking at it, it looks like it looks terrible. Captain Underpants was good though, and I did like The Cruise and Peabody and Sherman. Turbo looks stupid. Home was good, alright, but Rise of the Guardians was good too. And stuff. So they've been doing well. Of course, there's the others. Of course, this one we got Illumination Entertainment, who had Despicable Me and The Grinch. Personally, my favorite Illumination films are the first Despicable Me and the 2018 Grinch. The rest are good too, like Secret Life of Pets, Sing, the Despicable Me sequels are good. Sony has been doing well. Now, yeah, they did do the Emoji Movie, which I hated, but they also had Spider-Verse, Smurfs the Lost Village, and The Star, which were good. And of course, Blue Sky had the Peanuts movie, which was really good. It's one of my favorite Blue Sky movies out there. And of course, they also had they also had Ice Age Collusion Course, which I love. Ice Age, I love the Ice Age movies, but the fifth movie was just awful, dude. It was the worst film of the franchise. The fourth movie was alright, nothing special, but the first three movies were good. Especially the third movie, which I felt like could have been a great finale, but the fourth movie was good, not the best. I probably consider it the second worst, but it's not that bad. But yeah, the fifth movie, God, man, just don't watch it. I say stick with the first three movies. Hell, I say watch the fourth movie instead of that one. But yeah, the 2010s has been a good decade. There have been good movies and TV shows and stuff, and I'm kind of sad we're losing the 2010s because it's been a good decade and stuff. It's been really good for me and stuff. You know, I'm gonna miss the 2010s. I mean, once 2019 ends, I'm gonna be missing the 2010s. A lot of my favorite childhood movies and TV shows came out in this decade, and I'm kind of sad that we're losing the 2010s because I felt like it was a good decade. Some people feel like there's been too many controversy and stuff, but overall, I love the 2010s. It's a good decade. Is it as good as the 2000s? No, the 2000s was a lot better. But overall, the 2010s is a really, really good decade. And I'm sad it's going to end at the end of this year. But you know what? We'll still have those movies and shows that came out in the decade. They're all out on DVD and Blu-ray, so we can get them and look back at them. I know y'all 2010s kids out there are going to miss this decade. Don't y'all worry, because you know, once the 2010s becomes nostalgic, they'll start bringing back those properties like they're doing with the 90s and 2000s shows. They'll start bringing back those shows as well. So prepare for that time. But yeah, the 2010s is a really good decade. Probably my second favorite decade. Well, anyway, that was it for the video. Thanks for watching, folks. And tune in next time when I talk about the next decade, the 90s. And this one we're going to get really crazy because y'all know the 90s. Woo! So anyway, yeah, we're going to be talking about the 90s next. So anyway, thanks for watching and see you later, folks.